Hello YouTube, and welcome to a random vlog and stuff, or a life note. So, yeah, I've been gone for about close to a week now in uploading videos, and the only reason I'm here for you now is because, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it because it's, personal, but, I also feel like I need to because it's something important. So I was a counselor at this camp, which is essentially a mock government camp, and none of this is the camp fault, by the way, but it's just led to certain stuff just happening. And essentially, how do I talk about this? The long story or the short story? Short story is, yesterday I was removed from the camp because they thought that I was depressed and having suicidal tendencies. And I was sent to the ER for 6 hours plus because they thought that was what was best for me. And I don't know if it was. I feel fine, but because I feel like that's something that's part of our generation. It's just we think about that sort of stuff a lot, and I made comments among the other J staff about that stuff because I just thought okay, that's just something that I feel like it's part of our generation that we talk about this sort of stuff. But then I don't know, they did the things that to me I feel kind of caused it was I'm not good with people. I act like some big shot IRL, but no, I'm very bad with people. I often feel like I'm that one person in the group that nobody really wants to be there, or when I speak, the words are, I spend so much time thinking about what I'm gonna say, and then 5 seconds later someone else speaks, and it just feels like I shouldn't have said anything at all, if that makes sense. And then I don't know, it's just a really stressful situation because it's a simulation of mock government. And then for me, what they're teaching is, if you go out there, you put yourself out there, you're sociable, and you tell people what they want to hear, then you will get your positions. But I don't feel like that's what we should have been teaching. What I felt like we should have been teaching was growing your character and having it so that if you stand up and you say what your beliefs are, then that will, I don't know, even if people don't agree with you, it's better to have beliefs than it is to not. And there's this one kid, I'm not going to say any names, but he was one of the kids that were there, and he has very strong beliefs. It's not all left, but he has good beliefs too. That's they were admirable. And he was knocked out of the process because they didn't give him time to say what he needed to say. They gave him 30 seconds to speak, and then he was knocked out of the entire process because what he wants to say took more than 30 seconds to say. And I don't think that's okay. And then he just he knew that I knew that he could have done a better job than the people that were there, but it's just that sort of thought and mentality, that now he's gonna think, okay, I can't do this and succeed because I don't have time for my beliefs to matter, or for me to say what I need to say. That to me does not feel right. And it was just it was just so many of those tiny little events just adding up, as well as a lot of people say that to me personally, that I am a perfectionist, and I'm not gonna lie, I kinda am. I like things being how they are. Like, I like trying and reaching for something that's like more. I like reaching for things that will be worthwhile, if that says. I don't want to put time into things that don't have any value if I don't put time into them. Like, if I put, like, when people, like, it, in reference to school or anything like that, it's like someone were just assigning you busy work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that one paper that you aren't learning anything on the paper. It's all stuff that you've already read and you've already seen before. And they're just giving it to you to keep you busy so that way you aren't on your phone. Or giving it to you so that way you have to, like, it's that paper that you'll still get 100% on the test if you don't do it. But you need it for, like, the extra 20 points or whatever for no reason. And I don't enjoy that stuff because it doesn't give you any motivation to actually do anything. Like, it's, what is it is essentially doing is it's teaching you that, hey, just do the work instead and it's gonna do matter. But I feel like if you are gonna do work, do quality work. And it's something that's just like kind of innate in me. Like, if you aren't shooting for perfection, at least shoot as close to perfection as you can. Because, yeah, it's gonna be, or at least shoot for something that you're satisfied with. And just, like, seeing things around me and people not wanting to try or not wanting to even participate. And just, like, or when I am trying my best and it just, like, ends up with me being, like, now I'm a social outcast and people don't want to talk to me unless they need to. Or that extra, like, 5 minutes away. All that is just exhausting. And I feel like, to me, that's why I was sent in there, because everything was just overwhelming. Granted, like, some of the comments, like, I made, I know that they were not proper, and I apologize for any of them, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just a lot. It's a lot to manage, especially since, like, the doctor that I was talking to, he said, keep him alive until 25, because what happens is, right now, I'm in the stage of my life where my prefrontal cortex is still developing, which is where you learn how to make your decisions and what values you hold dear, and you're still learning who you are as a person. And I feel like that's really important. And I don't know what or any of that. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want to make any big decisions yet. Because, and then, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say for how I'm feeling or any of that stuff. Because it's not something that is easy to explain or relate. It's just words. It's just feelings. And I can't say those things because it doesn't feel like I should be. Because it's like, it's just that endless loop of, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And that because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't tell what's wrong because I'm trying my best. And then I'm doing everything I can to make it so everything works out. And then it just feels like it doesn't pay off. And then, like, I don't know what to say, really. Like, or it feels like I'm okay with having, like, conversations with people, like, but I'm not good at it. And then it's like, everything just winds up feeling as if I mess up over and over again. And then it's like, because I'm trying to do perfect every time, it feels like that's an expectation. And everyone expects, oh, you need to be perfect every single time. Or now everyone's expecting, well, they did this before, right? So this was okay. And it's just like that feeling of, like, I might disappoint or, like, I can't do any of that. That's just like, it feels like I can't breathe, and then it just gets really impossible. I don't know why. It just is. And then it's stressful. I don't know what to say to try and like clarify, because it's like I feel like it's like what I'm feeling isn't unique to me. It's just something that like everyone goes through. Just like this feeling of inadequacy, or like feeling that like even if I try, I can't do what I want. It feels like it's pointless. I can't succeed. Or this feeling of like I don't know how to succeed if I want to. Or like I don't want to sell my values out so that way I can succeed, but everyone else, when they do that, it's them succeeding and I don't. And it just feels infuriating. I don't know what to do. It just feels toxic almost. Like, if that makes sense. It feels like, I don't know. And then like when people are like complaining about things that they have no control over, or they don't even like, it's not even them involved, they need to at least be involved to complain about it. I don't know what to do. It just, that stuff just confuses me. It makes me exhausted. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if I want to upload this, but I know it's like something important. But also, I'm fine now. Like, what they did was they did this is actually really embarrassing. What they did was they took me in. They had me, like, my parents had to come to a camp, which is like 2 hours away, and then they took me to the hospital, which was like an hour away. And then when I got there, they took me in to the emergency room, and they asked me like what I was there for, and my parents said he was here because we were called in because he was having a suicidal or those sort of tendencies, or like those actions. And I feel like it doesn't feel right, because I don't feel like I was going to act on any of it. Like, it was just thoughts, because that's how life is. You just feel those sort of thoughts, and you're like, would it be better if this is how it went? And I don't feel, or I don't think I don't view myself, or I don't think you guys even, or like anyone, like would view me as like one of those people, which is good, because I don't see myself that way, which is arguably the most important thing. But like, I don't know. But they actually were like shocked that like someone would come in for that, because it's something they want people to do. Like, if you're having any mental stress or health issues, they want you to come in to the ER, because it's something that is life-threatening. It's not something that you just put off. And I don't know, like, that to me like was surprising. And then like they were nice, but I couldn't tell if it was like a fake niceness or like real. I feel like a lot of them were really genuine. Like, the people there want you to get better. They want you to feel better. And like the way they explain things is like they have the way that I at least felt like they explained things to me was how I think, which is logic, and then they did how am I feeling versus how will I feel, and then why I am feeling this way. Which, if you were to relate that into like school, that'd be pathos, ethos, and logos and all that. But it's just weird, because I don't feel like I'm one of those people, but like, I don't know. I really do not know. I could not tell you what I'm feeling right now. I know I'm feeling better. I don't feel like, I'm not going to. I know that much. I just feel like I need to go back to what I was doing before, if that makes any sense. Like, which to me was like recording and just doing things like that, because this stuff, like de-stresses me, but like I don't know if that's right. I don't know if this is the only thing that I can do to try and make myself feel less stressed out. I don't know if like there's any other actions I should be taking, because I know that they're going to be taking me to see a therapist, which I don't like thinking that way, or like I don't enjoy the idea of having a therapist, because it's, to me, like the way that I've always been taught is like therapists are for the people who are crazy, and I don't see myself as that, or at least not that type. Like I see myself as like eccentric at times, but like, or like hard to deal with, but I don't see myself as like, oh, lock him up, he's going crazy, he's slamming his head against the wall. No, I don't do that stuff. So, or like it feels like if you say that you've had a therapist or any of that, it feels like that's something, if like employers asked, it will just screw you up in the future. So like I don't know what to do, because I really don't want to have one, because if people like, I feel like people judge you differently if you say you've had a therapist than if you've never had one at all. And that scares me. That honestly, honest to God, scares me. And I don't know what to do about it. I just don't. I feel like it's just, I don't know the words for it. The thing that they diagnosed me with was like a fear of change, but to me it feels like nothing is changing. It just, everything staying the same, and because it's just being reinforced over and over again that like I'm not good at socializing. The people who I socialize with, they're online. The people who I try and hang out with IRL, it just feels like they're forcing themselves to be there rather than like wanting me to. And then like when I actually do meet chill people, which is like often, it feels like I'm friends with them, but like only because they are like, oh, this person has like one thing in common with me, that's cool. And then like I'm not like a friend. Like I'm just someone they know that has a similar interest. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna end this, but like I probably should. I came here because like the coffee shop that there to me is like my constant, and like I need a coffee. I just really need a coffee, and to just, I don't know, just play games and stuff. Like, cause this stuff, like, I get picked at for it, that games are not really a good medium for trying to help you, but it is to me, and like, it just makes me feel like I don't need to worry about stressing out. I don't need to worry about like whatever's to come, because that is not my objective right now. I'm doing this. Or like I feel like I should be like running or like working out or like something else, doing more, and then it's like I need to go through things like one at a time and determine what's best for me. But I don't know what's best for me right now. That's honestly the truth. I do not know what I should be doing. So, yeah. I do know that when I went there, the thing that I was saying, like back to the kind of embarrassing thing, was they asked for two things: a blood sample and a urine sample. And that was really awkward, because I was like, well, okay. Yeah. And then I was terrified, because I am not a needle person, afterwards, that when so they put something on my arm to stop like the blood from coming out. I was terrified if I pulled that thing off, the blood would just start going like off, going like that. And then my mom was like, well, if you're gonna do it, at least do it here, because then they can fix your arm up. And I'm like, but that's just wasting resources. And they're like, no, just pull it off finally. So I did, and it was like fine, but it's just like I was just feeling like any second now my arm's just gonna, like, the blood is, because they took the shot like right there, like, oh, 1 second, like, it's not the shot even, it's like they made the needle go like, I'm not even sure if you can see it, but it's like a red dot, like right, finger, like right there, like right, if you see it, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. And they were just really understanding, so like, if you need help, like, I recommend going, because I feel like my mind is like a lot clearer than it was. Because yesterday, 2 days ago, which was when I had my main breakdown, that I was not in a good place there, like, at all. I felt like everything was falling apart. Everything I did was wrong. Like, I was being told I was doing an amazing job by the people who were in charge, and that I was one of the best that they've had. But then being told by those around me that everything I'm doing is wrong. Everything I believe is wrong. And it just, like, that conflict of beliefs. Like, do you listen to those who are telling you what is right, that are in charge of you, when you're surrounded by those that are your peers that you have to see on a day-to-day basis? Like, that is something that I don't know how to deal with. I don't know what I should do there, because it's just stressful. It's whatever. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I really need coffee. I've been talking for a while now, and I know this is, like, not a fun topic to talk about, and you guys don't even want to watch it, or, like, you probably didn't even watch it, but this is one of the most important videos I've ever made. So I think I will upload it. Like, I don't know what more to say. I'm gonna just go and get a coffee. I'll be coming to you guys with videos before and after this. Probably after. I think a Hollow Knight video, because I love that game. And I recorded it earlier, and it was just making me smile. And I need to edit it down quite a bit, but I don't know. I'm not good at editing. I can't tell what needs to be cut out. And then also, which other game was I playing before? It's pretty fun as well, like A Tale of Two Brothers. I was getting slightly frustrated because the control button felt like I was moving it, and then it wasn't registering, and made the boy fall a lot. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all support, any support, because it's not, I don't feel alone when I'm doing this. Like, I'm just talking in the car by myself right now, but it feels like I'm not alone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember, stay awesome. See all of you in the next video. See ya. Blah.